as baseball season kicks off and more people are using a multi-camera setup to stream their baseball games, I want to remind folks that picture-in-picture is an incredible addition to your baseball live streams. I'm Jason Hoffman. My goal is to help you have the confidence to just press go live. If I'm going to run multiple cameras, I might as well go ahead and get the best use out of having those multiple shots. If I have a pitcher batter set up from the first base side and I have another camera mounted there that's going to give me just my first base, maybe a little bit into the outfield from that shot, I should have the ability to crop in enough to catch just the batter or catch just the picture out of one of those cameras. I should have enough ability to crop and catch that first base shot just as the first baseman and then be able to picture-in-picture a side-by-side shot. I'll try to show you what this looks like. And I want to remind you, this is available in OBS if you're streaming through OBS. This is available in TopDirector. This is available in Mevo Multicam, and it's not part of the Pro subscription. It's above the Pro section when you open up the settings for Mevo Multicam. So let me see if I can show you a little bit what this might look like. I don't have access to my ballpark today. I don't even have access to my church today, but I do have access to this room, and I've got a few cameras set up. I have a couple of Mevos. I have a Mevo Go on my phone that I'm talking to now, and I have an NDI source over there looking at my printer. Many of you have already seen the announcement of our brand new channel, the Streamology Podcast channel. It's going to be here on YouTube, and we're going to do live streaming podcasts in order to be able to help our folks level up their live streamed events. We'll be talking about news and updates, tips for live streaming. We're going to have a guest for every podcast, a live guest that will answer your questions and mine. We're going to have a lot of fun with learning more about live streaming. Go on over to youtube.com/Streamology Podcast and subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss what we do with this live streamed podcast. I want to remind folks as we get into this section, these are, and I have a lot of them, these are available to be reordered. So I can adjust where they are. If I get too many and it becomes unwieldy, don't forget you can reorganize these and put them where you want them. Now you can see I have a picture-in-picture here, and I have the ability to edit that shot and edit that camera source. So when I go into edit the shot, it's telling me what my camera source is, and there I can also edit the camera source. So that's kind of all in one. But I want to make sure that I have free placement toggled on so that I can put this anywhere I want to in the screen. That way I can match it up with what the other side is going to give me and have pretty much a side-by-side shot. Now I'm going to scoot this over so it's about half and half. If I'll place myself in the shot that I want over here, I get the printer on the other side. So you can imagine this being a great shot of your batter's box on the left, a great shot of your pitcher on the right, and I've got a much bigger shot of both of those if I'm running a couple of cameras on that side view. Or I can have my first base shot here as well and my pitcher on the left. I can do pitcher on left, first base on right if he throws over. And so it's just as simple as toggling them on and off. Be sure you toggle one off before you toggle the next one on, or they will overlay. But if I go ahead and change this one, let's edit here. Give myself, what should be that? Let's take the truck here, okay? Let's make that a square. Yes, so I want the truck over here on this side. And let's say that is my pianist sitting at the piano. And then I want to have my worship leader on this side. So now I have a great picture-in-picture for a worship set if that's what I'm looking for as well. To add this new as an asset, I'll hit the blue plus and I'll choose picture-in-picture. I check my camera first. Select the camera that you would like to have in your picture-in-picture frame. Okay, so inside the frame, I'm going to choose camera 2. I've got a shot of a baseball game that I've pulled up just so it can be a little bit baseball. I don't like having the stroke there, the outline there, so I'm going to take my stroke down to nothing. Run the size all the way up. I do want free placement because that lets me choose even bigger if I want to. All right, full size. I'm going to run this all the way over so it's really just a first base shot that complements what else I'm doing. Let's take that corner radius down to nothing so it squares off. That's a good shot. I can hit done. Now I have another picture-in-picture shot, and if I select that and put myself, let's see, I need to be over here closer to the camera, and then put myself in the correct spot, I can get my first base shot. And if this picture of me is actually my pitcher or batter or whatever I want it to be, or the pitcher-batter exchange, if I'm zoomed out far enough I can catch them both, then that gives me the option of having a great picture-in-picture setup. So let's look at the same picture-in-picture options in TopDirector. Once we get our cameras set up, I have my tail air in NDI mode, I have a Mevo in NDI mode as well, and I have one of my phones in NDI HX camera, or running NDI HX camera, so that I have three options. Let's choose picture-in-picture, which is the button just below the camera button there on the left in TopDirector. And you can see that I already have some options for picture-in-picture setup. Now I'm going to need to know which camera is which. Probably would have been a good idea to go ahead and name those instead of letting them be camera 1, 2, and 3. But 1 is me, 2 is the printer, and 3 is the shot of the baseball game. So in picture-in-picture, I can see I'd have 3 on the left, the baseball game, and me on the right if I chose that one. There it is. TopDirector gives you backgrounds for your picture-in-picture shots. And that's a nice touch. Not necessary. You can choose to have no background at all, but to have something back there is really kind of nice. If I want to change that background or turn it off, I can go here in the little background tab, and then I can just toggle it off, or I can change what the background is. They have several nice built-in ones whenever you unlock this feature in TopDirector. Now when I choose it, it gives me no background. A different setup would be a full screen on the printer and a small one on me if I were doing a talk over about what's happening there. This would be a great shot to have your pitcher catcher view as your main screen and your first base shot as the bottom right. And I do believe you could change that camera 1 to be vertical instead of horizontal if you wanted to, or that inset to be vertical instead of horizontal, so that you could have that be your base runner on first. And then you could have your entire shot on the left and a smaller shot on the right, so that you have just a different kind of picture-in-picture there. To show you how that works, let's go ahead and hit the plus. We'll choose a new picture-in-picture. Here are the presets that they offer you. They are adjustable, so you can reconfigure them as you want to. You may notice here that a selfie cam is an option. So you can actually use the control device cameras as well if you enable those, if you turn those on. I don't have them turned on. I'm going to take, let's see, let's get picture-in-picture off of there. When I go into the plus, I can choose a new picture-in-picture configuration. So if I take this one and choose it, then I want to edit it, right? So a long press there, edit this configuration, and I want this one to no longer be the selfie cam. So I'm going to choose this little icon, and I can choose for it to be camera 3. Back up. And this one to be camera 2. So select there, camera 2. And now my side-by-side, pretty much full screen, is going to give me those two shots. The way TopDirector works with its program switching, I can have the shot that is on deck on the top left here, so that I can know what's going to be happening in that shot, and then have what's live on the right. And then when things change, I can just switch them back over, which is very nice to have everything in front of you like that.